good, YouTube? It's your boy Damian Cryer, and I am back with another video. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful and blessed, amazing day today. As you guys see, I am doing just fine, man. I have some dressing sitting in front of me and Cornish hen, guys. Yes, this is my first time making these two together, man. And I actually did the cooking video earlier. I hope that you guys have seen the video and I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. And hopefully from that cooking video that I did earlier that you guys are able to learn something from it as far as how to cook this particular meal right here. Being that it's a Monday, I usually don't cook a lot on Monday. I usually like order out or get takeout food, Uber Eats or something like that. But today it felt really good just doing this video because people have been requesting that I do a cooking video for the Cryer family, and it's been a while since I actually did a real cooking video. So anyway, guys, if you guys have not subscribed to the Cryer family, man, in order to do so, you need to turn the bell on. But turning the bell on only means that you are subscribed to the channel. It doesn't mean that you get the notifications. In order to get the notifications on every single video that I drop, you must also turn on the bell, but turn on the other bell with the vibrating symbol. That way, every time I drop a video, you guys will be the first ones to get the notification, guys. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and say my grace and eat and all that good stuff, and we'll talk. Thank you, Lord, for this food I'm about to receive, Lord. Thank you for continuing to bless my household, Lord. Blessing me in every area of my life, Lord. Blessing my loved ones, Lord, and keeping them safe, Lord. My grandchildren, my children, all of my loved ones that's a part of my life, man. I ask you continue to watch over my home, Lord, and keep me safe, Lord. In the name of Jesus, Lord, I pray. Amen. So anyway, guys, I didn't know specifically what I wanted to talk about today when I did this mukbang, but like there's so many new subscribers to the channel now. It's like a lot of you guys don't know a lot about me. So I guess I can like talk a little bit about where I'm from, what brought me to Houston, and my experiences like being here in Houston and all that good stuff. So I do have me a cold Pepsi. Y'all know I love my Pepsi. And I still buy Sprite for some reason. Knowing that I don't really drink Sprite as much as Darian drinks Sprite. Even though he's gone back home to Indiana, I still buy Sprite for some reason. Now I do drink it, but not as much. I only started buying it because of Darian. But anyway, so I got me a bottle of red hot sauce. And of course I'm going to be pouring a little bit on my Cornish hen. So these Cornish hens, I know some people are like, you should have made some cranberries or got some cranberries with your stuffing. But maybe next time. I'm not a huge on cranberry. So, I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This stuffing was actually just a box of regular chicken stuffing when I bought it. I went ahead and cut up some green peppers and onions. I fried them or sauteed them on the stove in butter for like 10 minutes. I kept stirring them and then I put them inside of the stuffing. I used the juice from the Cornish hens, from both Cornish hen plates, to actually pour that broth over into the stuffing and added the extra stuff with it, the peppers and stuff. It brought the taste all the way out, guys. Look at this meat, man. This Cornish hen is really good. It's not dry. It has little bones in the leg part of it. It's good. It's good. A meal like this, man, this is the type of stuff that I miss eating. I used to be able to eat stuff like, well, I used to get stuff like this cooked for me all the time. But now, you know, like, I be only having cravings for it. Like, I want to learn how to make a sweet potato pie. You guys know the last time I had a real homemade sweet potato pie. I'm not talking about the store-bought sweet potato pie. I'm talking about the homemade sweet potato pie, where they cook it to where it browns the top of it. That's the type of sweet potato pie I'm talking about. Look at this, guys. Juice just dripping off of it. And I'm getting it all over my table. People have been asking me, like, do I miss Darian? Will I sneak him back in Houston and all this other stuff? The thing about that is, yes, I do miss Darian. And yes, I do talk to Darian on a regular basis. We talk on a daily basis. Now, I will be going down to see him sometime soon. Whether he's coming back into Houston anytime soon, that's going to be up to him and his brother. Him and his brother are the ones who made the bet, not me. So, I know how sisters and brothers are. If you guys have sisters and brothers, y'all always stand to it. But I'll be seeing Darian soon. And when I do see him, we will be doing a video together. We may do like a couple videos together, like, because he doesn't know when I'm actually coming to visit him, but he just knows that it's gonna be soon. I like the element of surprise, sneak up on him at school. I did videos like this in the past where I actually snuck up on Darian at school. And one video, he was actually crying because he couldn't believe I was there. It was actually pretty dope. They were sitting in class and they had the lights off in the classroom. And when they turn the lights off, they got the film projector going or whatever. And I had set it up to where when I went into the classroom, the teacher knew I was coming. And I just kind of sat behind him. So after the movie was over with, they turned the lights on and I tapped him on the shoulder. Y'all should have seen the look in his face, man. Because he knows I live clear out in Houston. That's like an 18 to 20 hour drive from Houston to Indiana. So for him to see me, it kind of knocked the socks off. But for you who don't know me and subscribe to me for other videos that I've done, I thank you for that. Welcome to the Crier family. As you guys know, I am from Indiana, 50 years old, 50 years young. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Sort of kidding. Anyway, before I moved to Houston, I worked at a steel mill for 15 years. And I was a supervisor, or I'll say a lead person, for the last year of my employment. And before I moved to Houston, because a lot of people have questions, did you just start doing YouTube when you moved to Houston, or were you doing YouTube while you were in Indiana? If you guys go back and watch some of my old videos, I've been in Houston for like a year now. This August, oh, whoa, I've been in Houston for a year and 1 month. I moved to Houston July 28th. I remember that specific date. Because why I remember that date so well is because I had to be here on a certain date because I had an appointment on the 29th or 30th. That's how I remember the date so well. I moved here July 28th of last year. August. Holy cow, guys, this August is, oh my God. Is this the first, wait, is this the first of the month? Okay, this is August 31st. So it's been almost a year and 2 months. So as you guys know, I moved here. I have already had a son here and his beautiful wife, Bianca. My son, Damien, and Bianca had moved here like a couple years earlier. And, you know, me and my son, Damien, we had talked about me moving here. And I wanted to come, but I was scared to change, man. I was so scared to change. I was so scared to quit my job. I had been there for 15 years. But then, I had, like, even though I had a good job, I was making good money, I stayed in this apartment by myself. So when I came home from work, sometimes I did videos at 3, 4 in the morning, and I was tired because we worked like 12, 14-hour shifts. I'm sorry, 10, 12-hour shifts, not 14-hour shifts. So I used to be so tired. I remember coming home, trying to do videos, and I was so tired. And my internet in my apartment was so slow. I have like a 10-minute video upload, and the internet area was so awful that a 10-minute upload would take me 5 hours. That's not the render, that's just to get it going to YouTube. The render process ain't even started. The rendering is like the second process of the video. So it's like, you have to upload the video first, then you have to download the video. So it's like 5 hours of upload the video, then it would be like another 3 hours to download it into YouTube. I'm like, oh my God. So I used to have to go to Starbucks and use their Wi-Fi. Because Starbucks got like the fastest internet in the world. So if you guys ever doing uploads, man, y'all want to get something up real fast, go to Starbucks. Starbucks is the truth. And it's free. So once you download, once you connect to Starbucks' internet or Wi-Fi, you're gonna always be connected, no matter which Starbucks you go to in the country. So back to what I was saying. I was scared of change. I got tired of sitting in an apartment all the time. Like, I get off work, go home, I was so bored. I didn't really hang with a lot of people. Because, like, you know, I have trust issues. And my trust issues stem from being in the car with some friends one time. Well, one of my trust issues is being in the car with some friends one time. And it was just an innocent thing. They picked me up, we was riding. So one of them had weed on them. So when the police pulled the car over, the person had weed on them, put the weed up under my seat. I didn't really know what they were doing. I was young. So when the police searched the car, the weed was under my seat. So guess who went to jail? I went to jail, but they dismissed the charges. But it's like, so I always stayed to myself. So talking to my son over time, you know, he flew me down here multiple times. Damien used to fly me to Houston a lot. He would literally be like, Dad, you wanna come down? And sometimes I would fly to Houston for one day. Like, I would drive to Chicago, it's a 3-hour drive to Chicago, because Fort Wayne didn't have direct flights from Fort Wayne to Houston. So my son, he would get me a plane ticket. And then I started flying regularly. Sometimes I just fly down for one day. My son would fly me down for one day, and then I just fly right back home the next day. It was so cool, man. So Damon kept asking me, Dad, you coming? You coming? So eventually, you know, I kept telling him no. I would tell him that I'm gonna move, but then I wouldn't move. And then after a while, you know, like a year went by, Damon asked me again. He said, Dad, you gotta move down here? And at that time, I was like, I'm thinking about it. Damon said, Dad, that's what happened last year. You said the same thing. My son asked me a question that hit me like a ton of bricks, and he was so right. He said, Dad, let me ask you something. Last year when I asked you to move to Houston, you said no. He said, what's changed between last year and now, this year, a year later? And when he asked me the question, I was dumbfounded. Now, mind you, he's the son, I'm the dad. But what he was asking was it was facts. And I thought about it, I said, well, damn, Damon. I said, ain't nothing changed. Things have actually gotten worse. So he said, well, what are you waiting on, Dad? He said, there's more to life than just living in the same place. And I got to thinking about it, man. I said, you know what I did? True story. 3 days later, I went to the front office, I put my 2-week notice in. I walked away. I took a chance. And you know what? Me taking that chance has really changed my life a lot, man. You guys know I got twins on the way. Beautiful set of twins on the way. I know people will say, oh, you're too old to be having kids, blah, blah, blah. Listen, you're only too old to have kids when you stop living. As long as that you got life in your body, don't never let nobody tell you what you can and can't do. Don't ever let nobody steer you in the wrong direction. You have to be your own man. You have to be your own woman. Take your own advice. Listen to other people, you know, but just because you listen to other people, don't mean you gotta take their advice. I made the move that changed my life for the better. So now I'm no longer going to work every day at the steel mill that I was so dreaded. I love the job I did, but the people I hung around every day at work were just so fake. You guys know what I'm talking about. You have those co-workers that's cool. You got the ones that's just so fake. You guys know one of my favorite people in Fort Wayne is my friend DW. And I go see him every time I go. At least I try to go see him every time I go. And you guys know when I go to Fort Wayne, DW, he is one of the stops that I do make. So I do go see him, his wife and their kids. He has a wonderful, wonderful family. My cousin Tina, I still try to go see her. You know, Tina's normally like the first stop when I get there. But I didn't stop last time because I dropped Darian off and it was like a really, 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 really short visit. Literally I was in and out. But it's like when I first moved here, I was terrified, man. Because you gotta remember, a city this big, like Houston versus a small city of Indiana called Fort Wayne, which Fort Wayne is a pretty decent size. It's actually, Indianapolis is the star state of Indiana, then Fort Wayne. But come from a city like Fort Wayne to a huge city like Houston, you have to use your GPS to go everywhere. I mean, I have the GPS, well, where I live at now, I don't have the GPS. It's only like when I leave from out of the area that I live in. Like going to a doctor appointment, to the dentist, or to the gym, I have to GPS it because. But I was terrified because like getting out the car by myself, going to a gas station by myself, it was just so much different than it was when I lived in Indiana. I pull up at a gas station, I don't care if I'm out north, west, south, east, it didn't matter. Somebody's gonna know who I am somewhere in Fort Wayne. Not because I'm a YouTuber, because I wasn't a big YouTuber when I lived in Fort Wayne. I'm not saying I'm a big YouTuber now, but I'm a lot bigger now than I was when I was there. But somebody's gonna recognize, so I'm like, hey, how you doing, Damien? How's the family? Whether it's a friend, co-worker, or somebody from a part of my past. So that was like, so for me, that was like one of the most terrifying things of moving like that. But then I used to always think to myself like, man, this is a huge move, but everything is going to be okay. Do never ever panic. And you know, I said this before, guys. The only regret that I have about moving to Houston, and this is the only, ooh, guys, look, I forgot. These Cornish hens have a very, very unique bone in them. This is a wishbone. I think at the end of the video, close my eyes and make a wish. Normally there's two people sitting here when you're doing like a wishbone break, but they have to hold one side of the bone and then make a wish and then they break it. So I'm gonna save this. Hopefully I remember to do it because y'all know I talk a lot in the video. But that was one of the most terrifying things to me, like not knowing anyone. So I started like going to barbershops. Well, no, I started Googling barbershops, like, I used to cut my own hair a whole lot. And then I started doing YouTube videos and I decided, well, cut my own hair wouldn't be a good idea. Well, I was already doing YouTube videos, but the more I got serious about doing YouTube videos, I wanted to make sure that I had my physical being looking on point when I'm on camera. So I stopped cutting my own hair. I couldn't line it up. You guys look at some of my old videos, Y'all see I messed my hair up bad in a few videos. And actually some subscribers called me out and they was like, who fucked your hair up? Or literally, they commented just like that in the comments. I was like, damn, they can really see it that damn good. So that was one of the first things I did. I Googled me a barbershop. I became custom with one barber. And he had been cutting my hair for the whole duration of the time I was here. So until the COVID hit and people got quarantined, so I ended up finding another barbershop that was more closer to me. Let me just say that. That was more closer to me, where nobody would have to come to my house, so I didn't have to really go to their house. So I think like going places here, driving around, going to the stores and stuff, it was a lot different than what I was accustomed to doing back in Indiana. However, I did see some stores that I was familiar with in Houston. Like in Indiana, I never heard of a Ross. I never heard of Top Golf. Some of the gas stations I never heard of before, Texaco. Some of the stores that they have here, like restaurants like Wingstop. So many different stores. So I had to get used to those stores and what type of food that they sold. But you guys know I'm a seafood person. Never in a million years would I ever would imagine that moving to Houston would have everything that I love. They got Galveston Beach. They got so many rivers and lakes and ponds around here. You guys know I love fishing. But what knocked the socks off me was I didn't know that the South was so big on seafood. Literally everywhere you go, man, you can buy crawfish. You can buy crab legs. You can buy cooked shrimp. I mean, guys, this is like cooked food. You can go in the gas station and ask for $10 on pump 12 and a pound of crawfish already cooked, ready to go. So, to me, that is so cool. Despite the pandemic that we're going through, which is really sad. By the way, speaking of pandemic, they say that the numbers in Houston actually went up again over the weekend. So, man, we gotta really just stay prayed up, continuing to dress, cover your face up, try to protect yourself so you don't be exposed and expose the people around you. You know, because this stuff is real, man. But yeah, again, like I said, my only regrets about moving to Houston is that I didn't do it a long time ago, because I sat there for 48, close to 49 years in Fort Wayne. And again, I love where I'm from. Hopefully I can get a house built there one day. That way when I go home and visit, I can have a place to stay. And when Darian gets older, you know, I don't want Darian to go through what I went through, and I don't want him to have to struggle like I had to struggle. I want Darian to be able to have a good start. I want to be able to get him a car, you know, give him a nice start on a nice house. But right now, you know, I was first up in the air about living here forever, because things, you know, some things don't always go right, you know. I was like, well, now I got kids on the way. I'm here because I'm the type of guy, I don't like to be too far from my children, as you guys see that. So I'm glad that I made the right decision. I used to have people to try to hinder my ability to move. Like, when I wanted to move out here, the first time I said no that I wasn't moving, and you know, that was because I had other people in my ear. Oh, you gonna just quit your job after all these years? Oh, you gonna do this and do that? Oh, you gonna go down there and you don't know nobody? Oh, what if you and your kids fall out? Or, you know, oh, you know, just stuff like that. People were trying to do everything and say everything to stop me from moving. And it's like, I'm not saying that it's a bad thing exactly, but people will try to hold you back, man, from moving forward. And sometimes you can't listen to those people. I mean, you can listen to them, but you don't have to take their advice. People will try to hinder you from doing what you really want to do in life. Like, if you say that you want to become a police officer or a firefighter, people will give you every reason in the world why you shouldn't become one. but they can't come up with one good reason why you should become one. So it's like, people come up with all kind of reasons why you shouldn't move to Houston, Damien. But they can never come up with one good reason why I should move. So after a while of fighting in my mind, playing tug of war, and listening to people want me to do this and not want me to do that, I decided to go with my own decision. You know, like the Bible says, lean not on your own understanding, acknowledge him in all your ways and your paths just be set straight. You know, so I decided to just take a leap out on faith, man. And even though I don't do a whole lot, you know, I do enjoy going on walks and stuff. I do a lot of the stuff that I did when I lived in Indiana. I still go to the park. I still go on walks. I still love fishing. You know, I have more options now than I had when I was there. You know, I had, you know, not such a good past in Indiana as far as growing up, running with street gangs, fighting. I was involved in a shooting where I was shot 6 times. It's no secret, you guys know I was shot multiple times. It was all in one incident. I did a video about that a while back. If you guys want to do another video about that, just let me know in the comments after this video. It's something I don't like talking about, but I don't mind sharing my experience because, you know, I don't want someone else to have to go through what I went through. And I put your family through the stuff that I put my family through when I was coming up and the decisions that I made. But you guys know, again, I love fishing. I love doing YouTube. YouTube is something that I love doing. It's something that I know for sure in my heart that I would like to continue doing. I love engaging with people. I love meeting new people. People do reach out to me for help from time to time on certain things when it comes to advice as far as like being bullied in school or something like that, or like editing software, which editing software I use. So I do enjoy reaching back out to those people. A lot of times it's hard for me to respond because I have a lot going on. Sometimes I literally get emails and messages and DMs while I'm driving. And obviously I'm not gonna pull over and DM somebody or text somebody while I'm driving. Unless it's one of my kids, because I get messages from my kids. I never know, it could be emergency or something. So, but yeah, man, there is so much more I can tell you guys about me. But if you guys want another story time video, another mukbang, or something that you want me to talk about in one of my videos, something that happened in my personal life, you know, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section down below after this video, guys. Now, I am going to bring this video to a conclusion, guys, because the brother done ate and got full, and y'all know when I get full, I get the itis. Now, if you guys don't know what itis is, that's when a brother or a sister eat and get full, and all they want to do is sit back and do this. And lay their ass down on the couch. But anyway, man, I thank each and every one of you guys for watching this video, man. You know what? I'm going to actually do a couple shout outs before I actually bring this video to a full conclusion. Because you guys have been sending me some amazing, wonderful comments in a lot of my videos. And I just really, really appreciate it. Let's see. I actually had some names pulled up, guys, earlier. But I was moving around so much today, I didn't get a chance to write them. Normally I write like the people down that I'm going to shout out, but I didn't this time, so I so apologize for that. Also, guys, if you guys want more of the Beyond Scared Straight reactions from the Crier Family, man, leave me a comment. I did one yesterday, so let me know. I want to give a first shout out to LaDacia Nelson. Gang, gang, gang. You are today's post notification shout out number 1. And I also want to get a shout out to Stanley Barbecue. Gang, gang, gang. Congratulations, Stanley. You are today's number 2 post notification shout out. And number 3, Marco Gutierrez. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Marco. Marco Gutierrez, you are today's number 3 post notification shout out. Gang, gang, gang. Congratulations. So guys, listen, if you want your chance to be shouted out on the Crier Family, or you have a YouTube channel that you want me to shout out on the Crier family, keep your post notifications on, man. We do shout out YouTube channels on the Crier family. That gives you guys an opportunity to be able to get a shout out over here and help your channel grow. So I love you guys, man. And until next time, I'm Damian Crier, and I'm gonna see you next video. Peace out.